fast travel there actually? Pressing the wrong button. Better than nature. What is this? Skin cream? Interesting. Now, if it's better than nature, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I think time will tell. Are you kidding me? Is it possible to get down there and kill yourself? No. This is the same spot we were just at, right? Yeah, it was. I think there's actually a landing pad over here. Or was it? You guys are doing great. You're doing great. Oh, you're here. Well, I wasn't banning you. I wasn't about to up and leave you like that. Who do you think I am?
So we're really gonna... I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the whole... There's a so... Here... I think...
Listen, I don't care.
You... Still... Well, when... Anything else?
No, I didn't want to even talk. Some people. Is this the place? I think so. Oh, great, more loading screens. They're so dumb. Maybe I should have brought Sam. Sam was always fun. I could rely on him.
What's your pleasure?
Mostly women.
Come back when you're thirsty.
Hmm. I'm always thirsty, baby. That sounded thirsty. I'm sorry.
You find anything out there, you let me know. I'm ready to get off this rock. That's it, all right. Law. Still smells like his whiskey, his cigarettes, and that awful cologne he bathed in every morning. Here. I saved up for this, just in case I needed to go out into the ruins myself. Truth be told, I'm glad I never had to use it. You didn't happen to find anything else out there, did you? A marauder? You're telling me he's been alive all this time? Don't tell me that's the end of it. Was there anything else? If he's still out there, wandering the wilderness like a wild animal... No, I can't think about that. Jerome got me out of Gorgon. I can honor his memory by staying out. Time to hit the dusty trail. Be seeing you, stranger. I was expecting that to go a lot worse, but I usually avoid the hard conversations.
That was good of you, Cap. It's better to know. It's always better to know.
What was it, though? Oh, wait, I need to go down there. Sorry.
I don't want any trouble in my place.
What did I do?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. They say a... Damn right we are. We've got drugs. Of course. He's been here since opening day. He got left behind when...
You know this.
What are friends... Roscoe... What are friends... And the weirdest thing... Damn right we are. When Spacer's Choice... Of course, the real treasure is whatever's lost. You got it. Be seeing you. No, the drinks aren't... Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceutical. They say Adrena time. Roscoe, there's... He's been... Roscoe... He didn't tell... Nice lady. She spends most... No kidding. When space was... Now that you mention it, I thought I don't speak ill of the dead, but... What are friends for? I doubt anyone... And the weird... Damn... You got it. Don't forget to close your tab when you're done.
Alright, where are you? I didn't talk.
Thanks again, stranger.
That's nice.
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me. He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely. He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary, like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way. Sure thing. My condolences.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings? Sure, I'm an open book. Nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages. Next to nothing. He preferred to keep a tight lid on things, more dramatic that way. Not that he needed to keep secrets. Folks down here don't give two shits about anything but bits and beer. Been a long time since someone tried to butter me up. Can't say I hate it. So sometimes Lucky'd get deep in his cups and start going on about the ghost of Gorgon. But I didn't think anything of it. Guy also liked to say he could pop the cyst off a cysty pig at 100 paces with his eyes closed.
Ew.
Frenetic, chaotic, vicious, take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. The board's best and brightest were excited to work here, said it was a good posting. The project director had a vision and big, bold ideas. As long as the board gets their bits, that's just the cost of doing business. Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget. Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell. Sprat Shack legend has it they crawled out of the mines one day. Heard one fella suggest they might even be aliens. I think Halcyon wants us dead. Look at Monarch. The planet's pure poison. Folks can't eat the food that grows on Terra 2 without getting sick. Who's to say it's not something in the dirt or the water? I don't have proof, mind. It's just a hunch. Shit, any number of things. Fire, primals, sabotage. It didn't happen all at once. but it happened fast enough folks couldn't respond in time. Now, if you're asking how it all kicked off, might have been spies that did it. Corporate espionage, you know, anti-Cleos. I never did figure it out. Not about to try now. Oh, I've tried, make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks, but the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract. Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was. Adrenatime, I'm sure you know it, was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from anti-Cleos. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's Choice, they're really not fond of spies. Fair point. Not even spies like spies. Not much, except that there was a whole gaggle of them, and so far as I could tell, they absolutely hated each other. Dr. Ambrose would hardly let me speak to any of them, but she complained about him all the time. Everything seemed like. Marion Blakesley, for example, lady who ran HIA, wouldn't return any of her messages. Not once, for years. Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem, was high more than he was sober. He insisted on running special tests on primals, too. Law knows what for. Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI. Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard folks were turning in completely bunk progress reports just to keep him out of their hair. Had this little minion, too. An actuary named Clarence Mosley. Obsessed with quantifying every detail of his sad little life. Mosley was the guy who got me mixed up in all this. Asshole. I hope a primal ate him. Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose hated them. They seemed to hate each other, too. OCI pushed a ludicrous schedule. Chem made a bad product, and HIA returned garbage results. A regular merry-go-round of shit flying in every direction. It's no surprise it all fell apart.
So, corporate life in Halcyon.
Sounds like half the crews I run with. Not this one, of course.
Editor always did say my prose was a bit purple. Or brown, in this case. Not a problem. Anything else? Of course, I won't be going anywhere, so...
Pace yourself. The drinks aren't going anywhere. Spacer's Choice used to brew farmers. They say... I doubt... And the weirdest... I doubt anyone knows the full... And the weirdest... Ross... What are friends for? You got it, bud. Good. I've got paying customers.
What's on your mind?
Trying to get information.
This is a sublight bar. The facility... Something bad happened here. Marauders outnumber the... This place... Stay cool.
Like my game's glitching, I can't do anything. What I'll probably have to do is just reload everything. Great. Alright, oh, fuck's sakes. Gotta do all this again. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. I'll